If you Google where's the best place in London to buy Lego, you get 6 results. 4 of them, as you'd expect, are Lego stores. So we're going to go to the other 2. The first of which is Hamleys, the biggest toy store in the world, which apparently on the top floor of this very impressive fancy old building in the centre of London, there's a whole lot of Lego. So we have come all the way up to the top of the store, right on the very top floor, and as you can see, there is a big Lego section in front of me that's guarded by these guys. Apparently there is an exclusive minifig of these guys in here somewhere as well for me to hunt for. So kicking us off, we have the big builds display section, which doesn't really have any big builds in it, which is a little bit of a shame. It does have lots of the current Lego sets. Now I have come here pre-warned and pre-armed that there's lots of cool display stuff, but the actual sets tend to be quite expensive to buy, so I don't think I'm going to be picking up any purchases. I'm really here to have a look for cool stuff that you don't see in the normal Lego store. And to be fair, I don't remember the last time I saw that in a Lego store, so I guess that counts, although £120 for it does feel quite expensive. But we've got lots more of these guys just knocking around the place, guarding everything. There's loads of them. I think that's 5 of them I've counted now. So against that wall, we've got a big Ninjago section. We move around into Marvel, and then there is a lot of Lego City. As you would expect, plenty of Star Wars as well. And then we have a bus. It's not actually made of Lego, but it looks like a giant-sized Lego bus, which is cool. And then we have another one of the many cool builds that are in here. There's quite a lot of these just scattered around the place. Sherlock Holmes having a little look at something going on there. And then we've got loads of the creative 3-in-1 stuff. So again, price-wise, you are not going to want to get involved in here, but it is cool just to come and have a look. And this is on like the 6th floor of the shop. If you're into toys in general, there is so much in here to come and rummage through that's not just the Lego stuff, including the King. There he is, look, in all his glory, just hanging about, enjoying his day. See, this is a set that I really want, but not for £638. But we've got man in suit with dog. I don't know if that's a particular man in a particular suit, but he's there. And then we do have a little adults welcome section, which is absolutely chock full of the architecture sets. We've got the London, we've got New York, and we've got Paris. I'm trying to limit myself to these to just cities that I've been to, so I've already got the London and the Paris one. New York can wait. Nice little display section of a lot of the current sets as well on there. That Polaroid is one that I'm definitely going to have to pick up at some point. The Kingfisher, we've got it in our living room, but it's still very cool. I do quite fancy the dinosaur head from Jurassic Park at some point as well. And then we've also got a nice little display of loads of the Sonic the Hedgehog sets. There is a big Duplo play area to the side of me, but it's absolutely surrounded with kids, so I'm not going to film that. But this is something you don't see every day. A fully assembled Millennium Falcon. Now, I'm not a Star Wars guy, but I can still appreciate that that is a very cool Lego set that I've never seen assembled before, and now I kind of want. And then we have more of the big builds. More of these guys guarding the place as well. So many of these around. I need to hunt for this exclusive minifig. I think it is also available in the Lego store, which is just down the road. But I'm not actually planning on going to the Lego store on this trip. So I want to find the exclusive minifig in here somewhere. And we saw the King over the other side of the shop. And now we have the Queen still hanging out in here as well. So I guess I need another selfie. There's me hanging out with the Queen. Wow, they have loads of the Avatar stuff in here as well. So similar to what you find in some of the department stores, they've got bits that you just don't see stocked in the normal stores anymore. So they've got the Wonder Woman 84 set as well, which I've never seen in store, and the small Millennium Falcon for 98, which still feels quite expensive for that, to be honest. Plenty of stock of London buses for a lot more than I paid for them at the airport recently. I'm back at the big build section. There's no sign of this exclusive minifigure anywhere, so I can only assume it either never existed, doesn't exist anymore, or they don't have any. So I might have to save myself for the Lego store. Well, I thought we were done, but just on the way out, there is a Buzz Lightyear as well. which is quite cool. And now I think that is it for the Lego section of Hamleys. Actually much smaller than I expected, smaller than a typical Lego store, much more expensive than a typical Lego store, but does have that big advantage of having all of those builds that you wouldn't see anywhere else. So worth coming just to see them, but I would save your Lego tokens for somewhere else. In fact, 2 floors down, in the Duplo section, there is your proof that it existed at least at one point, and there it is. It's the minifig, not the bus, but there is no sign of it anywhere. It is just buses in this thing that talks about the exclusive at Hamleys, so I guess they don't currently have any in, which is a little bit of a shame. They have so many of the Playmobil version that it's even reduced. But who wants stinking Playmobil, eh? There is one more Lego model down here also, which is the post box, which is awesome. So Hamleys complete, next stop Harrods, which is about half an hour's walk away, so I think I'm heading down into the tube. I realise some of you might be asking, Kev, if you're down in London and you're less than a 10-minute walk from the Lego store, why don't you go to the Leicester Square Lego store as well? It's the biggest one in the world, because it's the Easter school holidays, the kids are off, and even though it's 7 p.m. in the evening, there is a queue around the block to get in there. Me and Anna are coming back down here in a couple of weeks to go to the brick exhibition on Brick Lane, just down the road, and that's going to be during the day when the kids are at school, so the queue should be smaller. So we'll go in there then. The queue is also very large at M&M shop thing next door. Now I really am going to Harrods. That queue, mad. So one short tube ride later, and we are outside Harrods. Let's go and have a look to see what they've got. I think I am led to believe there is a Lego Harrods in there, not for sale, but big and cool. I want to go and see it. So similar to Hamleys, we've got to go all the way up to the top floor. It's almost as if they want to keep kids and or nerds out of the way, which is probably fair. And we have made it right at the top of the store, just like it was in Hamleys, but this guy is awesome. He doesn't seem to be very helpful. So I imagine it's going to be a similar situation to what we found in the other shop, where they have... Actually, the prices are pretty equivalent to the Lego store. Playmobil is in here too. Oh, they've got the Mighty Bowser on display. That's very cool. Okay, I've not seen any of the big vehicles assembled like this in store before either. So these are quite cool to see. It's actually making me want them. I've never really been that into the vehicles, but they are cool. The prices don't seem unreasonable in here either. Oh, there is the Millennium Falcon that I saw earlier on in Hamleys, £739, or we can get a smaller one for £149. I shouldn't buy any of them, having never seen a Star Wars film. So we have a very cool assembled Hogwarts castle. I've also not seen that assembled before. That's cool. And then this guy seems familiar. We have Harry Potter going about his business. And then some Marvel stuff on the wall in here. Oh, there you go. They have the third size of Millennium Falcon as well. So 3 options to choose from in here, depending on what your budget is. As long as your budget is big enough to stretch to £75, what I guess is quite a small one. Oh, hello. They have a Batmobile down there. That's quite cool. Have I seen that before? That's quite cool. I'm tempted by that. I don't think I've seen the Avengers Quinjet on store shelves for a while either. So there are some gems in here if you hunt for them. And then more assembled things. What I'm not seeing is this Lego Harrods. I guess it must be somewhere else. Maybe not hidden up here right at the top at the back of the store in the Lego section. It's probably on display somewhere. So I might need to go and hunt for it or ask someone if it still exists. And then they've got loads of Lego City stuff here as well. Similar to the situation in Hamleys, it's actually quite a small selection, much smaller than the Lego store. I'm not noticing any of the new release stuff, even though we are now past the point where the 1st of April releases would be available in store, but I don't see them in store here. So they've not got the really new stuff. It's not particularly well priced. Again, it's a case of just coming in for the experience of stuff like hanging out with this guy, which is cool, but not cool enough to convince me that I need to make a purchase. That being said, they have got the giraffe here. Should I buy another giraffe so my giraffe has a friend? Ugh, Playmobil sneaking up on me again. Why is that in here? That's cool. I need to go and find this house. It must be somewhere else in the store. I keep thinking that's a member of staff coming to tell me off. It's just a big Lego model. Well, I searched the store for so long for that Lego Harrods model. As you can see, the sun has now gone down, no sign of it, so I guess it doesn't exist anymore. Very similar thoughts to what it was like in Hamleys. It's nice as a little novelty thing to go in and see the models that they've got built. Don't know that you'd need to go and see them again, and I certainly wouldn't be recommending anyone goes in there to find new sets, current sets, anything with any kind of value. It's all at the absolute top end of the price range, as you would expect from Harrods, and quite old stock in there as well. Nothing really shiny and new. So if you are down here doing the Lego stores, by all means, if you've got some time, go and check those two out just to see the unique builds that are in there. But if you are down here and only have time to go to like 2 or 3 shops, go to the Lego stores, especially the one on Leicester Square. Infinitely better. There'll be a video on that coming up very soon. But for now, if you've enjoyed this little tour of some of the alternative places in London where you can buy Lego, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe for lots more Lego content, including loads more of these shopping vlogs. Thank you very much for watching.